Welcome to the Sterling High School Art Fair. I'm Sheree Cuffey.
I'm Caleb Evans.
And today we're going to show you around and talk to some winners.
Okay, so I'm Caleb Evans here with
Devin Byrne.
And Devin, what is your favorite art piece here?
My favorite art pieces are the Drake and Tupac up in the middle over there. Yeah, I'll give Post Malone a shout out too. So those are my favorite paintings. I drew them myself.
Okay.
I'm Sheree Cuffey here with our first place winner of the, the charcoal selection, Azaria Saffold. So, Azaria, did you think you were going to win first place at all?
Well, I hoped that I would because it took me like 3 weeks to do this, but it was worth it. I did get stressed a lot, but like the details went in the braids mostly.
So, was there another person's piece that you thought was going to win over yours?
I really think Cassie's was gonna win because she put so much art and like detail, and I definitely did think she was gonna win, but Tupac was pretty good too.
So, out of all the other sections, was there a piece that you really liked?
I like Kayla Franklin's pottery of the mushrooms. I think it looks pretty cool.
All right, so I want to thank you for talking with us. Here's her beautiful piece.
Thames, listen to Essence.
Moving on.
Bye.
I am back again. Once again, I'm Sheree Cuffey, and I'm here with Miss Phillips, the entire coordinator of this art fair. So, Miss Phillips, how was handling the fair this year different from handling it last year with COVID?
So yeah, last year COVID was a real challenge because many of my students were fully remote, which meant that, as you know, we were teaching, remotely, but students didn't really have access to the supplies that I would have liked to use. So I had to really modify things and keep things on a much smaller scale and a much simpler scale. So what's different about this year is that I'm delighted that people are here in person. We're able to access the supplies that are in room 116, and the quality of the work I think is much better now that we're having in-person instruction with all the real stuff, and there's just definitely a lot more work.
All right, so do you think the bigger turnout of classes and students than prior years?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it just has to do with the fact that even the students that were in the building last year were only here for a blue day or a silver day. It was half days essentially. So there's more students, participating in art classes right now, and I'm really happy with the work that they managed to achieve.
So are you seeing a lot more in-depth work from your art students this year?
Absolutely, and I think that it really just comes down to the hands-on element of all, being together, being in the same room, and I think it also just has to do with I think maybe more kids are interested in it right now this time. I think art is really important, and I think we've all been through some really hard times, and a lot of people turn to creative activities when things get hard, and so I think that art is really important, and I've definitely seen an improvement this year.
All right, I want to thank you for coming into this interview with me. I know you're a very busy lady, and this is all so beautiful. So I want to thank you for this art fair, too.
I appreciate it.
And we'll move on. And this segment of our show, we are here with Damon Collins. So Damon, could you tell me about some of these pieces?
Sure. So this one is kind of an inspiration of the beach. It's not really beachy, but I love the sun and the mountains are super cool. This one's definitely beachy. I love the sun and the palm tree. This one is Justin Bieber just because it's Justin Bieber. Why not? This one's super cool, giraffe. It's stippling. And this one is the solar system. I thought that was really cool.
And again, I'm back with our coordinator of this event, Ms. Phillips. And Ms. Phillips is here to talk about a very special painting painted by Carly Herman. So Ms. Phillips, please tell me about this painting.
Sure. So it's a tradition that every year a commission artist is selected and tasked with coming up with a theme that represents something local to our community. It could be local to our sending districts. It could be local in terms of the Jersey Shore. Carly Herman this year chose to do a very iconic landmark in Philadelphia. So Carly is an early grad. She's been working on this for the past few months. It's oil on canvas. And one of the things that she said about the piece is that knowing that our theme for this year is United, she picked a location in Philadelphia that also kind of unites people. As you know, being located, you know, at the entrance to the Ben Franklin Parkway, where there are lots of different festive events that happen there all throughout the year. I know she mentioned one of her favorite childhood memories is going to the Christmas village that's there. So she picked that to kind of represent our, you know, our most local city. And she did an amazing job with the piece for sure, as you can see.
Most definitely, most definitely. I love this piece. I really wish Carly was here to tell us about it, but that's all we can do for now, so moving on. And that was Sterling High School's 2021 to 2022 Art Fair. I'm Sheree Cuffey.
I'm Caleb Evans.
Go Knights.